Hello everyone, my name is Georgina Jodin, and this video is mainly to solve certain questions on algorithms on the HackerRank website. So it's just the HackerRank. HackerRank does is just to help people to prepare for interviews, to understand certain concepts more. So I want to use this video to go through the algorithms on HackerRank. So to begin, I'll first create an account. So since I'm a developer, I'll go ahead and then sign up. So I enter my credentials. I go ahead and then enter my credentials. Then I continue. Now they'll ask me a series of questions. They're saying I'm here to prepare for job interviews, and then I'm currently a student, and also they're saying the time you'll be graduating. So I'll be graduating in 2021. So they're saying I have my interview in. So currently I'm not looking for a job. I'm just trying to solve the questions and then get prepared for my future or upcoming interview. So I'll select stay or more. Currently I'm not interested in being contacted, so I'll skip that part. Then over here they're giving me a 3-month preparation kit I can use to study, and also there are also options here for me to select based on the programming languages or the aspects I want to cover. So there are questions on algorithms, questions on artificial intelligence, AI, questions on mathematics, C++, C, and the rest. So since I'm here to learn more about algorithms, or how to solve real world problems, or how to improve upon my problem solving skills, I think I'll start with the algorithms. So they'll give me sets of questions I could solve. So as you can see, there's a sample test here to get started with JavaScript. So there are lots and lots of questions. So I'll urge everyone to create an account on HackerRank and then start solving these algorithms too. So the first one I'll start with is to solve the trial, right? So we'll start by solving the challenge. So the first requirement, they are saying complete a function, solve me first to compute the sum of two integers. Example, a equals 7 and b equals 3, so the return value should be 10, right? And the function description, they're saying complete the solve me first challenge in the editor below. So a solve me challenge, it has two parameters. The first one, they're all integer values. The first is a, the second one is b, so it should return the sum of a and b. And then the number should be between 1 to 1000. So a and b should be between 1 to 1000. So sample inputs, if a is 2 and then b is 3, the output will be 5. So over here they have the coding area where we would enter our solution. So these are predefined functions that the HackerRank has already provided for us. So we'll go ahead and then type our solution here. So the part that is commented, that is where we are supposed to type our solution. So we said the requirement was to return the sum of a and b, right? So we will go ahead and type return a plus b. So this statement here will return the value of a and b. So when we look into the main function, we can see that the variables a and b have been declared here, and then this variable rest is calling the solve me function, which is this here, right? So when this function is called, these two values are provided, a and b. So then it will return the value of a and b, which is this. So when we call this function, this line gets executed, right? So let's run the code and see our output. So when we click run code, this is what we get. So our value is 2 and 3, and then our expected value or our expected output is 5, which is correct. Fine, so we go ahead and then submit the code. Then we'll go ahead to solve the next challenge, right? So over here they are saying this algorithm is to find the sum of values in an array, right? So given an array of integers, find the sum of its elements. For example, if an array has the elements 1, 2, and 3, then the value that will be returned will be 1, 2, and 3. So it means if you present an array, our answer is supposed to bring out the sum of the elements in the array. So our description here is to complete the simple array sum function in the text editor below, and then you must return the sum of the array element as an integer. So right, it has to range between 0 and then 1000. So let's go ahead and then we start solving. So the first thing we'll have to think about is how then do we get to solve this? To solve this problem, we'll have to look at a lot of things. So this is our simple array function, which takes the parameter argument. So all what we need to do is to write a set of instructions in the function that will calculate the sum of all the array elements. So whenever the function is called, it can then calculate the sum of the array elements of any simple array. So when we give it any array ranging between 0 to 1000, it's supposed to calculate and give us the output of the sum of the elements in the array. So for example, if you have a sum of, if our array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so our value will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on. Simple. So first we'll have to think about how we can get all the elements of the array. After passing the array as a value to the function, how then can we get all the values of the array? So the best solution or method to solve this is using a loop. We know in JavaScript we have for loops, while loops, do while loops and the rest. But the fastest or the simplest to solve this problem is just to use a normal for loop. So how then do we do this? So the first thing we'll have to do here is to declare a variable called sum and then initialize it to 0. So we are taking this sum to be our total output, which will be our end result. So we'll go ahead and then we write our loop, our for loop, right? Okay, so we start like this. So what we have to check for is this. So we'll do normal for loop. So for let I equals 0, because that is our starting number from 0 to 1000. So from let I equals 0, now I should be less than the length of the array. So our array dot length, then I plus plus. So over here, what do we do? To find the sum of the array, all what we have to do is we will call our sum variable and then equate it to sum plus the value of that element. So we are calling the sum plus the array, the at that particular index, the value at that particular index. So we can either choose to write it like this or write it in the shorthand form, which is also equal to this. So this is also the same thing as writing sum equals sum plus array of I. So over here, all what you have to do is return the sum of the array. That is all we have to do. Now let's go ahead and run and code the code and see the result. Okay, so we got our value. Our expected output was supposed to be 31 and then our output was 31. So simple. That's how we go about solving the sum of the elements in a particular array. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.